guys, so today we have a back and arm workout for you. So it's going to be a nice, kind of fast-paced, great workout with some alternative stances, different ways that you can use the same muscle group. So I do have a set of heavier weights, and then I also have a set of lighter weights, maybe 2-3 pounds of a difference in between each set. If you have that, it'll be great for that for this exercise, so that if you want to switch off between sets. If not, and you only have one, that's okay. We can move forward with that. It's just a different alternative to this workout. So we're going to get started. I'm actually going to get started with my lighter weights for this one. So if you want to go ahead and grab onto those. And we are going to start with some rows. So we do want to make sure that our feet are about shoulder width apart in a nice, good, sturdy stance. And remember, we are going to bend at the hips. So we are going to push our hips back, making sure that we have a nice flat back. And making sure that our shoulders are nice and straight and not rounded. We're going to turn our hands out so that our palms are facing towards us. And we want to go with some nice wide rows. Here we go. Ready? Great job. We're going to go 30 seconds in here. Great. Targeting the outer back on this set. Good job. A few more here. 3, 2, 1. Great job. So we are targeting the outer portion of our back with this exercise. In the next exercise that we do, we are going to go for the inner portion of the back. So we are going to be going back and forth between those two. Same thing for this next exercise. You're going to push back on your hips, making sure that your back is nice and straight. Think like a tabletop. My shoulders are relaxed. My hands are going to stay in towards where my feet are on this one. And I'm going to pull in towards the inner portion of my back. Great job. 30 seconds here, guys. So hopefully you're feeling the difference between that first set where our muscles are being targeted and our second set, which muscles are being targeted on this one. A few more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Remember that every time that we are using our muscles for every rep that we do, we want to make sure that we're concentrating on those muscle groups, squeezing those muscle groups as we're completing the exercise. We're going to go back to that first exercise, which is the wide portion of our back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Great job. Keep going. Great. Remember, we want to squeeze the muscle groups as we come up. Great. Almost there, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1 more here. Great job. So now we're going to go to the inner portion of our back. Remember, we want to picture as if we were to have a pencil in the middle of our back. Every time we're completing an exercise, squeezing that pencil in the middle of our back. Second exercise, we're going for the narrow rows. Here we go. Great job. Squeeze that imaginary pencil. Great. Keep going. Great job. Great job, guys. Almost there. 5 more seconds. Few more reps. Power through. 2, 1. Great job. We've got one more set just like that before we move on. So remember, you want to make sure that you're still engaging your core, that you're keeping your stomach nice and tight during these exercises. Arms out, wide. Here we go. Great. Remember, I want to keep my back nice and sturdy. Sometimes as you tend to get tired, your back will tend to pull up. We don't want that. You want to keep a nice, straight, strong back. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Next one here. Shake it off. inner portion of the back. 30 seconds before we move on. Ready? Bending at the hip. Lean forward. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Nice, good rows. Good. Squeezing the inner portion of the back as we come up. Great. Remember, hold that stomach in nice and tight. Breathe. 4. Great. 3, 2, 1 more. Great job, guys. Okay, so we're actually going to move on to another back exercise. We're going to move on to some fly exercises. For this one, we are going to be doing it single arm at a time. I'm still staying with my lighter weights on this one. For these flies, we want to keep one arm down, and my other arm is going to meet the arm that's holding it. So I'm going to come up, hold, meet that other weight right in the middle, come right back up. Just alternating them right in there. Okay? I'm going to keep my weight pushed back, hips down. Great job. One at a time, guys. Great. Try to let your back do most of the work on this one. Try not to let your arms rotate your body, keeping your body nice and straight. Here we go. Great job. Keep going. 2. One more. Great job, guys. Great job. So for our next exercise that we're going to be doing, have a mat. So we're going to have the alternative of doing these. You can either do them sitting in a seated position this way, or you can also, for a little bit more of intensity, go to a kneeling position. Whichever you feel is more comfortable for you. For this first exercise, if you are doing a seated position, your feet are going to be in front of you with bent knees. Your hands are going to be up, and you're going to be pulling straight down. You want a little bit of a recline your back, just a little bit. We're going to be looking up, straight up, pushing our hands up to the ceiling, and then back down. So we have 3 of those. If you're going to be doing a little bit more of an intense workout in a kneeling position, same form. The only difference is now we're kneeling. Still bringing those hands up above our head. So for this exercise, I will actually be doing them kneeling. If you prefer to do them sitting, you can do that as well. Here we go, guys. 30 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Great job. Keep going. Pull, pull, pull. Great job, guys. 4, 3, breathe. 2, almost there. Keep going. 1 more. Up, down. Great job. Few seconds here, catch your breath. You can also switch to the seated position depending on how that felt for you. If it was a little too hard on the knees, then what you can do is go ahead and switch over to a seated position, working out the same muscle groups. Here we go, second set here, guys. Ready? Up, down, and we're pulling. Great job. Great. Having those weights meet up at the top. Great. Little bit of an incline on that back. Not too much. This kneeling position is going to actually have me concentrate a little bit more on my core and keeping my stomach nice and tight. And also have my stomach just a little bit more engaged on these exercises. Few more here, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Great job. Let's put those down to rest. We have 1 more here. Whew. Few seconds. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Let's get started with our last one. This is our last one here for our pull downs. Here we go. Weights back up overhead, and pulling back down. Choose shoulder length. Great job. Great. Want to make sure that my elbows are nice and straight. I'm not curving them down. I want to keep them nice and straight. Great job. Keep going, guys. Breathe. Few more. Great. Whew. Couple more here. 3, 2, 1 more. Great job. And we're going to put those ones right back down. So we're now going to move on to an arm portion of the workout. We're still going to be using a little bit of shoulder muscles during these exercises, but definitely concentrating more on the arm part. So for the first exercise, it's going to be a bicep curl. Again, concentrating more on the inner part of the arm. Still going to feel a little bit of a shoulder workout in there too, but primary muscle group would be your inner portion of the arm, the bicep. Again, so if you wanted to do a seated form to this workout, your heels would be down, your knees would be bent. I'm going to keep my weights down to my side. Remember, my elbows want to stay in, nice and close to my body at all times. And I'm going to pick them up here, right to where I can feel a contraction in that bicep muscle, that front part of the arm. And I'm going to bring them down right before they touch the ground. Coming up, bringing them right back down. Coming up, bringing them right back down. If I want to upgrade this workout, I'm just going to bring my feet up off of the ground. And I'm going to do my bicep curls like this. Your other option would be to go back to that kneeling position here. And from here, I'm going to do my bicep curls. So for this workout, again, I'll be doing this portion in a kneeling position. But again, 3 different options to choose from to see what's more comfortable for you. So here we get started for our first set. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm bringing those arms all the way up, making sure I get a full contraction in that muscle. And then I'm going to bring my arms down, making sure I get a full extension on the way down. Great job, guys. Keep going. Keep up the pace for this. Remember, I'm going to keep my belly button pulled all the way to the small of my back. Great job. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Great. I'm going to do one more set like this, and then I'm actually going to do the last one sitting, just so that you guys get a full view of what that exercise looks like. Let's get ready for our second set on bicep curls. Up, weights up, arms down to your side, pinned in nice and close. Let's go. Great. Great job. Squeeze up at the top. Remember to keep control on the way down. Control those muscle groups. I'm not swinging. Great. I'm only using my arms to come up and down, bringing those weights, keeping my elbows down nice and close. So 4 more here, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Great job. And back down. Great. So this is our last set for this exercise here. So I'm going to put my weights down. I'm going to shuffle around down to the side. And I am going to show you what that exercise looks like sitting. Let's move back just a little bit. Drag my weights over. Great. So I'm here in the seated position. Remember, I'm keeping my waist down to my side. I'm going to cross my ankles. Okay. I'll bring my hands up. Great job. I'm coming up for these bicep curls just right here. Remember, if I want to take this up a notch, I can bring my heels up off the ground. And we're still doing these bicep curls right in here. Keep going, guys. Great job. Not swinging my back on this one. I want to make sure that my back is nice and straight during this exercise. All I'm doing is just getting the arm workout in here. Focusing on those muscle groups right here. 10 more seconds, guys. We got this. 4. I'm going to bring my legs up because I really want to feel that burn on the last few. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Great job. Great job. So we are going to be staying with our bicep on this next exercise. We're going to do what we call a single concentrated bicep curl, which just means that we're really concentrating on the bicep curl itself. If you have a heavier weight for this one, you can go ahead and bring that along. I'm going to put my foot in front of me into a kneeling position. I'm going to lean forward towards my toe, and I'm actually just going to let my bicep be forward, and I'm going to rest my elbow on the inner portion of my leg. From here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to curl. Remember, I am resting it here, and I'm going to bring it out to an extension. I'm going to curl, and I'm bringing it out to the extension. So remember, I am using a heavier weight on this one. If desired, you can do the same thing too. Just know that your reps won't be as high. They're going to be a little bit lower, but we're really concentrating on muscle growth on this one. So a little bit more of contraction of that muscle during this time. Here we go. Great job. Great job. Squeezing up at the top. Great job. A few more here. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Great job. Switch over, and the only thing you're doing is you're just bringing up the opposite leg for the arm that you're doing. Arm in here, and nice and close. Remember, I'm still keeping it in nice and close here, not leaving my leg, and still curling in on this side. If you're like me, I'm right hand dominant, so for this one, it's going to be a little bit easier to do. If you're weaker side, will be a little bit more of a struggle. Go, great. Squeezing in. Great job. 15 seconds here, guys. We got this. Squeezing in. Keep going. Breathe. 3, 2, 1 more. We got this. In, down. Great job. Let's move over to the next side. Breathe. Nice and tall. If at any point you do want to switch over to the lighter weight of this exercise, you can do that. Just go ahead and switch out weights. We want to make sure that you're safe and that you're comfortable during this workout. And as you get tired, that seems to be a little bit of the better option so that we don't have bad form. And we still keep getting the benefit of this exercise and then not having you at a risk for injury as well. 4, 3, 2, 1 more here. Great job. Let's go ahead and let's finish on the right side. Leg out, nice and strong. This is going to be my kickstand for me. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Curl up at the top. Great job. 10 seconds here. I'm really holding, concentrating, tracking that muscle. Up at the top. 3, 2, 1 more. Great job. Put those weights down to the side. So our next one, we're going to switch over. We're going to be doing a hammer curl. Again, we could do this in the kneeling position if you'd like. You can also do it in a standing position. I'll be doing both just to kind of give you the look of that. So for this one, we are going to be on our hands down to our side. Belly buttons are pulled in, nice and tight, the small of our back. Our hands are coming up. We're going to be curling here. And I'm coming back down here. Come curl up at the top. Remember, my elbows want to stay in nice and tight. They don't want to leave my side. And down at the bottom. And when I go down to the bottom, I want to make sure or try to get a little bit of flexion in the back of my arm just so I can get a little bit of a tricep workout in too. So it's a little bit of a squeeze back there. We're not swinging our arms back, but we just have a little bit of a squeeze just so that we get that muscle worked in, because that is the next muscle group that we're moving into. Breathe. Great job. Keep going here, guys. A few more. 4, 3, 2, one more. Great job down the back. So just to see what that exercise looks like. Standing. Toss this off to the side. And we'll go ahead and we'll show you what that looks like standing. So for this, I can actually go here with 2 feet in front. Or I can also put 1 foot back just for a little bit of a kickstand. My feet are going to be here to shoulder width apart. And we're going to go for that second set. You're going to find that if you move from one position to the next, where you tend to have your strengths and where you can really figure out where your weaknesses lie. Great job. Remember, we're curling on these, so we want to squeeze up at the top. Great job. Squeeze up at the top. A few more here. 4. Great. 3, 2, one more, guys. Squeeze up at the top. Back down. Great job. I'm going to put those weights down. Grab some water if you need to. Towel off, whatever's comfortable for you. We're coming right back. We got 1 more of those, and then a few more other exercises. So let's get started with our second set of hammer curls. Remember, hammer curls are targeting the inside of our arm. Remember, we want to squeeze and give a little bit of flexion down at the back, just so that we can get a little bit of a tricep workout in there and warm up those muscles for our next exercise. Here we go, feet shoulder width apart, squeezing up at the top, bringing them back down. Great job. Keeping my elbows in, close to my side. Great job, guys. Great job. Squeeze. Hopefully those muscles are nice and tired now. Great. Keeping the belly button pulled into the small of my back. 3, 2, one more. Great job. Down. I'm going to keep one in my hand just for this next exercise. So we are going to be moving to a tricep exercise, targeting that back portion of the arm. I'm going to turn this way just so that you guys get a full view. For this one, I am going to put 1 foot back because I like to lean in a little bit more for this workout. And I'm going to bring this up here close to my body. All I'm doing is I'm extending on the way back. Remember, similar to the hammer curl, where we're pulling up to the top, squeezing up at the top, pushing on the way back where we have that flexion. That's what we want. Great job. Keep going. Squeezing up at the top, pushed out towards the back. I want to keep that elbow in close to my body as much as possible. Great job, guys. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, one more. Good job. Switching over to the other side, keeping one arm in front of me, one leg back, up at the top. Good. Nice squeeze. Pushing back. Great. Squeeze up at the top. Push back. I want to squeeze during this whole time. I don't want to swing. So if I keep my elbow in nice and close to my body, and I keep remembering squeeze up at the top, squeeze at the back, it'll help a little bit more to prevent the swing that normally occurs when your elbow is away from your body. And you're tired. 3, 2, one more. Great job. Shake it off. Second set here. Right side. Leg back, squeezing up at the top. Push back. Breathe. Good job. Keep going. Great. Squeeze up at the top and towards the back. Great. Don't let that elbow leave my side. Great. Hang in there, guys. A few more seconds here. Breathe. Great. Keep going. 3, 2, one more. Up, back. Great job. Let's switch over to the left side. Now in front. Hold it down to the back. Let's go. Squeeze. Great job, guys. Keep going. Great. Squeeze up at the top. Down the back. Great. Hang in there, guys. Doing great. Muscles are probably tired now. Bend a little deeper if you need to finish off those sets. Use your weight to help you. 4, 3, 2, one more. Great job. We got one more of those before we move on to our next exercise. Great. So I'm going to stay back over here again. If you want for this exercise, you can also pick up your other weight and you can do a double tricep exercise using both. Otherwise, you can stick just where we are, up at a single. Here we go. Arm in. Remember, this is my strong side, so I'm going to be a lot more confident here and not so much fatigued when it comes to my dominant side. But once we get into our weaker side, definitely going to feel that exercise more. Great. Keep going. Good. No swing. Just a squeeze. Keep going. Hand in. Great. Elbow never leaving my side. Still keeping that belly button in and contract it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Left side. Here we go. Up at the top, holding in nice and close. Great. So this is my weaker side. I want to be a little bit more concentrating on form then and on squeezing so that I can build up that muscle. Because I know I'm not going to get in as many reps as I would probably on my right side. So I want to try to get there and have my weaker side be a little bit as dominant to my right side as possible and close that gap. So I'm really going to concentrate on what my arm is doing at this point. 3, 2, one more. Great job. I'm going to squeeze that back. Great job, guys. We've got one more that we're going to head on to. It's going to be an overhead tricep press. Again, working out our triceps. By now, your triceps are probably going to be spent. That's okay. We're going to battle right through this. I'm going to bring this weight up, and I'm going to bring it up and around my back of my head. And I want to keep my elbows in nice and close towards my head for this exercise. My feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. Nice, steady stance here. You'll see me move to this one during our sets, just because I can get a little bit more leverage on the push-off. But this is where I'm going to start here. So we're going to start here for our first 30 seconds. And I'm going to push up. What I want to concentrate on again is having that flexion and that tricep. Pushing up. Almost like if I was going to throw this weight over my head. Great job. Getting that squeeze. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Bring that down in front of me. So So the next two for these reps, I'm going to be switching over, placing one foot back, just because I feel like I get a little bit more leverage for these exercises. Everything else is still going to stay the same. I'm going to bring this weight up over my head. I'm going to lean in just a little bit towards you and still bring those hands up nice and close to my head. Great job. Keep going. Breathe. 5 more here, guys. Breathe it in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Shake it off. This is our last one here, and then we are done, guys. Hopefully you are nice and sweaty, sore, and you got a great workout in. So let's finish nice and strong. Here we go, up and over. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Let's finish off nice and strong. Great. Really good flexion here. Breathe. Hands tend to get a little bit less high as we get tired. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Put those things down to the side. So hopefully you enjoyed today's workout. We did work out our back muscles. We got the outer portion of our back. We also concentrated on the inner portion of our back. Remember, when you're doing back exercises, anything that you do wide, outer back, anything that you do in nice and narrow, we'll concentrate on the inner portion of your back. We got a great arm workout, concentrating on the front part of our arms, which is our bicep, and then the back part of our arm as well, which is our tricep muscle. So hopefully you had a great workout today, and you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.